Right now, I'm in Dartmoor. I've just parked at the Balstone car park, just on the edge of the village, Balstone. So from here then, essentially tonight's plan is a wild camp on Cosden Hill. It's about 2.5, 3 mile-ish from here. The route's not too bad, but we're going to find a place near the summit and hopefully get some good views. Happy day. So right now then, we're pretty much just getting our first taste of the moors. It's a big, wide open area. And to be fair, it's probably not a place to get lost. I mean, I've got prior experience camping and training of that sorts anyway. But I would say definitely if you're going to come out here, just make sure you either read something online or you get a bit of help from someone that knows what they're doing. These situations, you know, if you go into it thinking you're Billy Big Bollocks, guess what? You'll soon find out. Just coming along the first gate now that we found. Just along this river here, obviously make sure, give those gates good close. Yeah, now I've got some right hills around here. Been going 10 minutes, mate, and I'm blowing out my arse. Okay, now. Thought I'd be used to this by now. Right, we're at the top of that little hill now. Essentially, what we've done so far, see that village there? We've walked through that. We've hit that pub. We've gone down that trail into this little valley here. Across the river, up this hill. Oh my. It's not even that big of a hill. Got so unfit recently, man. Need to bring it back. Hello, sheep. Meh. Thinks I'm one of him. Don't roll that way, Shagger. Ain't Welsh. As if it couldn't get any worse. I'm about to be headed up that little hill feature there. I've done like the most gradual incline in the whole world. Sack it off, gaffer. Absolute turbo. Christ. So I'm at that little beast of a hill just now. I'm only about a mile in. I feel messed up, man. Got a couple, well, got a mile and a half left. Hopefully we'll see Cosden very soon. Hopefully the next 15, 20 minutes. Like I said, it's not the hardest hike in the world. After that abysmal effort up that hill, we finally got ourselves some flat ground. I can see the hill we're aiming for to my front. However, it looks a bit mad. Put it into perspective, that's how high we already are. It's quite a bit of distance to the ground, and we've still got still on the move, and we're kind of trying to gun it right now because, as you see behind me, it's looking a bit grey. And to be fair, we've got half a mile, if that, to the top of this hill, so we're going to try and set up base essentially, and just hopefully that doesn't pass over us. If it does, we'll be fine. But you know, it's just packing up wet things in the morning, especially on your first solo. I've done this with friends, I've done this with work, but solo, it's going to be really hard to pull myself out of my bag in the morning. Just in the cairn in front of us. The trig point in front of us. Obviously, I don't know if you can see that, we've got 2 people already tented up here at the moment. So I'm probably going to dip round to the northern side, stay as far away as I can from them. Obviously I'm conscious of the rain coming through. Obviously normally I would just try and push off, but the skies ain't looking great, and I kind of want to get some shelter down in the next couple minutes. So, yeah, just went and touched the trig point. Obviously there's already 3 blokes camping there already. I'm just headed to the northeast side, essentially, to try and find a little bit of a way out of the wind. So we've got this spot for potential. My only worry in this spot is I don't know how much space we're going to have. I've not got the biggest tent in the world. It just seems like very sharp edges around this point. I'm going to push over to still a northeasterly direction, hopefully find another sort of area like this. If not, we'll have to come back here. I want to set in about 10 minutes time. Right, we're in our spot. So I've come about 200 meters off the top of the hill. Yeah, essentially we've got this little divot in the ground here where we're going to be setting up our tent. It's got about a ruler-ish each of the sides that the wind's coming from for like windproofing. So hopefully no draft comes under the tent. Other than that, it should be a fairly easy gig. that is us, semi set up. Obviously it's the tent's on a bit of an angle, so it's a bit flappy. I will probably have to do something about that if the wind picks up any more, but for now it's perfectly fine. What I'm going to do now then, I'm going to lay my sleep system out in my bag, change into my warm kit. That's the kit I'm going to be sleeping in overnight. And that's essentially because this kit I've got on now, I've been travelling in it pretty much all day. And you're just going to keep getting colder and colder because the sweat just sticks on you cold. Fresh stuff on for bed, wake up, change clothes in the morning. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Bit of a shame I couldn't get onto the actual top, but to be fair, yeah, the view is pretty much the same from here. As I said then, I'm just going to chill from now. Probably put on some food, get my DOS bag out, read a couple books, charge my phone. Easy, that's what we do it for. Bit of clarity, bit of mental clarity. That's all it's about. Just get out here, do it. Doesn't take much. Right, as you can see, we're now established. We've got our bed set up and we're looking out onto the views. What I'm going to do now then, I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to get a coffee on. Why not? And then we'll see what tonight brings. It's looking pretty clear, which essentially means it's going to be cold. Very cold. So yeah, get a coffee on, get food on, settle in for the night. So what we've got tonight then. Went fancy. M&S instant latte. Contains milk, contient du lait. See how this tastes, shall we? Guess what we've got for dinner tonight? A very classic, well, it's a British staple. Probably our national dish. I'm pretty sure it was voted our national dish at some point in the last couple of years. Can you guess? Boom, 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 boom. Chicken tikka. What an absolute corker. Got chicken tikka latte on the go. Bravo. Good day so far. Good weather. See, I don't know if it's just me, but these meals always tend to look like arse. It smells semi-alright, but they just look... Have a look. Tell me that don't look like it's just dropped out your backside. I'm going to eat it anyway. I'm a hungry boy, but... Right, bowl of arse is done. Get it down. Wayfarer. Chicken tikka with rice. In all fairness, that's not bad. As far as camping meals go, that's not bad. Time now is 9 o'clock. I think I'm probably going to get my head down now. I've closed both the doors in this tent. You know, it's getting cold. It's supposed to reach about 1 or 2 degrees tonight. I should be fine. However, we will find out. So, unless anything mad happens, I'm going to get my head down. Well, I think I might have had one of the best sleeps I've ever had. I got into bed about properly for about 11:30. After that, I just conked out to the world. I might have got up like once, 'cause I needed a wee, but not bad at all. First wild camp, solo, completed. It's not been too bad. See, it was a bit daunting, the idea of doing a wild camp alone before. But in all fairness, it wasn't the worst. Obviously, we had the weather on our side, which definitely helped. I'm going to get a coffee and that on. And I'm going to get ready to pack away. So we've just got ourselves out of the tent. Just wanted to reflect on what I've learned over the past 12 hours. The route in from Belstone car park was semi-alright. Through the village, down into the little valley across the river, and then from there it was pretty much steady climb straight to Cosden Hill. That did get a bit rough at times. It did feel like a bit of a challenge, but I suppose this is what these things are all about. So we got to Cosden Hill, and there was already 2 tents pitched up by the trig point. What I did from there then, I took myself towards the northeast side, where the wind was coming from the opposite direction. So I've took myself to the northeast side, and I've situated myself in a little, it's like a foxhole, like a little sheltered area. It's probably got about 30 centimetres of wind protection either side. And I set up my tent there. After that we hunkered down. Decent night's sleep. You know, can't really complain. I mean, I've had a pretty decent time. It's just stunning what you can see over these moors. Even though we're just a tiny bit down from the tip of from the trig point. But yeah, all in all, first solo wild camp. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'd recommend it if you're around Dartmoor, in fact, if you've got a forest near you, just set up late, leave early. That's all you need to do. Yeah, definitely recommend it, 100%. Good for the mind. I think this should be alright, to be fair. You haven't got much. Well, we've got pretty much we've got a lot of space to fill. So I've just packed camp away right now. Obviously I've made sure I've not left anything. Obviously obvious ground sign, rubbish, wipes I've used to clean myself with, coffee sachets, you know, that kind of stuff. And essentially that's what it's about. It's about getting there, getting your head down, then going to sleep, waking up, packing all your stuff, moving on, like you were never there. Like I'll show you now, but the only thing you can see is my tent, the outline of my tent, which is expected. I'm on grass, but that will soon fluff up in the near future. Give it a couple of days, that'll soon fluff up. So yeah, so that there's where I stayed for the night. As you can see the rectangular shape of my tent. And yeah, we've left it as we want other people to find it. Whoa! Slipped it right, man. What a night. Right, I'm back in Whip, and I'm going to close this video off here. So if you did like, please give it a like. Please obviously think about subscribing. I know this channel's a bit more chill than your average, you know, channel, but I'm not about the glitz and the glam. I'm not about shouting about something that I don't feel like shouting about. If you're into that, then obviously give me a subscribe. Obviously let me know down in the comments what I can improve on. Obviously this is my first video I've properly shot and edited, so yeah, if you enjoyed that, we're definitely going to be doing more solo wild camps in the future. And yeah, have a good day, everybody.